Hey everybody, welcome to Matthew's Sports Analysis, where we don't just watch sports, we analyze them.
We are just a couple nights away from NFL Week 1 matchups, and I am excited to bring you guys predictions and score predictions for Week 1 matchups. Let's dive right into it.
Starting off strong, we got the Thursday night matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys.
So this one's going to shock some people, but I think this one's closer than most people think. I think now that Dak Prescott's back, Dallas stands more of a chance with Tampa. With the great offensive core and great defense, expect Dallas to give Tampa a rough time. Dallas will work out the kinks in the season opener, but I do believe that Tampa comes out with a win at home. They seem to be a better team all around, and I think they're contenders this year. Give the Buccaneers the win, 34-23.
Up next, we got the Indianapolis Colts facing off against the Seattle Seahawks.
In Carson Wentz's debut with the Colts, many eyes will be on the young quarterback, but with Indy's promising, well-built team, one could make a case for them to win at home. Unfortunately for the Colts, you can't count out Russell Wilson and the Seahawks. They've been a well-built team for years, and I think they're a dark horse for a playoff run if all goes well. I think Seattle leaves Indianapolis with a well-deserved win, but Wentz gives Colts fans a reason to be excited for the rest of the season. Give the Seahawks the win, 28-24.
Next up, we got the Houston Texans facing off against the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Trevor Lawrence starts his career against one of, if not the, worst team in the league. I can't think of a household names on the Texans' defense, and there's nobody really built on the offense to stop Lawrence. I think Jacksonville leaves Houston with a win. Let's just hope that the rest of the season plays out better than last year for the Jags. Give them the win, 21-13.
Next on the list is the Atlanta Falcons facing off against the Philadelphia Eagles.
Philly clashes with Atlanta in a game that in my eyes won't be too close. I think Jalen Hurts will outperform Matt Ryan Week 1, and Devontae Smith has an extremely impressive debut. Expect a great performance from Calvin Ridley, but not good enough to hand Atlanta the win. Give me Philly, 27-17.
Next up is the Washington football team against the LA Chargers.
Washington will have a great defense this year, and with a promising young offense led by a veteran quarterback in Ryan Fitzpatrick, they'll challenge the Chargers. I think Herbert outperforms Fitzpatrick, but the eyes of fans will primarily be on the battle between the running backs. In the end, Washington has a great performance but comes up short. Chargers win, 24-20.
Next up is the Buffalo Bills facing off against the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Pittsburgh had a rough offseason, and it's clear that they aren't the team that they were last year. It's unfortunate for them that they have to play Buffalo Week 1 because this one won't be too close unless TJ Watt's holdout ends before kickoff. Expect Buffalo to run away with this one, 34-17.
After that, we got the Detroit Lions facing off against the San Francisco 49ers.
I'm not going to spend too much time on this one. Detroit looks like they have a lot to work on talent-wise, and they are no match for the 49ers. My eyes are going to be on their coach, who looks passionate but crazy to say the least. 49ers take this one, 37-13.
After that, we have the Cincinnati Bengals against the Minnesota Vikings.
Joe Burrow has a promising wide receiver core that can potentially carry him to a few wins this year, and Joe Mixon looks great. However, I think Dalvin Cook and the Vikings look better, so I'll have to give Minnesota the win this week, 27-13.
Next up is Sam Darnold's revenge game. The Panthers are facing off against the Jets.
I look forward to seeing this one play out. Zach Wilson looks like he needs to work on a few things, and I feel he has some locked-up potential. With New York's new head coach and a revamped team altogether, don't count them out as easily as you usually would. Sam Darnold and the Panthers look promising, however, and with Christian McCaffrey's return, I expect Darnold to walk away with a win in his revenge game. Carolina wins, 27-14.
Next up is the offensive battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Arizona Cardinals.
Cardinals look dangerously overlooked. With the improved defense and a 1-2 punch of Chase Edmonds and James Conner, they'll be enough to challenge Tennessee. I think Derrick Henry and the rest of the offense will make this game fun to watch, but the loss of Jadeveon Clowney will cost them. Expect Arizona to win this one 35-24.
Up next is the AFC divisional round rematch between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cleveland Browns.
Cleveland looks really, really good, and in my opinion, good enough to at least keep it close against Kansas City. Browns fans from all over were heartbroken after last season, and I feel they recognize that. They'll be hungrier than ever for a win, and with Kansas City's offensive line in question, I think they stand a chance. Still, I'm going to play it safe here and pick Mahomes and the Chiefs to come out victorious in an all-out battle to the last second. Chiefs win 33-27.
Next on the list is the New England Patriots facing off against the division rival Miami Dolphins.
Mac Jones and the Patriots have some work to do offensively. I think he's the perfect quarterback for Belichick, but without offensive weapons, it'll be hard to see him overcoming Miami. Tua Tagovailoa Also has his mistakes, but I feel the Dolphins are better built all around. Expect Miami to walk out of Gillette Stadium with a win. Miami wins 24-13.
Up next, we got the New York Giants facing off against the Denver Broncos.
Barring any big trade news, the Broncos have a great defense on paper. If you look at their acquisitions this past offseason, you'll agree that they look very good at every position. But quarterback. The Giants also have a great offense put together, but with sloppy quarterback play between the two teams, this one will be a snooze fest. If it were just about any other team, I'd have them losing, but give me Denver. Broncos win 24-13.
Up next, we have the New Orleans Saints facing off against the Green Bay Packers.
New Orleans might be in trouble now that Breeze is gone. With their only options at quarterback being Winston and Hill, they'll be carried by Alvin Kamara's outstanding running game and the defense's ability to stop some teams. That being said, I don't think Green Bay is one of those teams. In Rodgers' last dance, I see him succeeding with the team that he has and then leaving, but that's for another video. I think Green Bay leaves with a win, but it'll be assisted from great defensive play. Packers win 30-23.
Up next is a Sunday night football matchup between the LA Rams and the Chicago Bears.
In the offseason, I think Chicago's really improved their offense, but they're really torn on the quarterback situation if you guys pay attention to any of the fan base. I think a lot of people are overlooking the Bears, but with Andy Dalton and a questionable offensive line, I don't really blame them. Nagy knows how to game plan against Stafford, but this time it doesn't succeed. It'll be closer than most will think, but give me LA for the win. 23-17.
Last but not least, we have the Las Vegas Raiders facing off against the Baltimore Ravens.
I tweeted out that Le'Veon Bell would be dangerous on this team a day after J.K. Dobbins got hurt. If Bell ends up playing for Baltimore, I'm really confident that the Las Vegas Raiders will not be able to keep up with the Ravens. If Bell plays, Baltimore wins 28-13. If he doesn't, same result, but 21-7. That's it for my Week 1 predictions. I'd like to see who you guys think will win, so leave your own predictions in the comment section below. For more weekly predictions as the season goes on, projections between specific players, and coverage between just about all sports, click the subscribe button. If you have any suggestions or ideas for me to cover on the channel, leave them in the comments below. Thank you for tuning in, and until next time, I'm signing off.